Students, whatever homework is given to you, you have to submit it on the very next day between 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. to the given WhatsApp number, and it is compulsory to submit your homework as your attendance will be marked on the basis of your submission.
Good morning, student. In today's session, we are going to solve sum from the exercise sum number 8, a method, super profit method. But before that, we are going to revise what we have learned in the previous lecture. Okay? In the previous lecture, we have studied about weighted average profit method. Okay? When the businessman is going to use weighted average profit method, when the profit is on increasing order, every year the profit is in increasing order. At that time, the businessman or the owner of the business is going to use weighted average profit method. Okay, as we all studied in the previous lecture, that total 4 methods are there: average profit method, weighted average profit method, super profit method, and capitalization average profit method. Okay, in today's session, we are going to solve a sum number 8, method, super profit method. Okay. First, statement showing competition of goods. Step number, particulars, amount in rupees. Okay. Step number 1. First, we have to find out capital employed. Okay. First, we have to find out capital employed. Capital employed equals to total assets minus total liability. Whenever you are going to find out capital employed, total assets minus total liability. Okay, total assets is of rupees 6 lakh and total liability is of rupees 2,50,000 rupees. Okay, it means after deducting liability from the assets, our capital employed will be 3,50,000 rupees. Okay. Our next step is expected rate of return. It is mentioned in the sum that expected rate of return is 10%. Okay. Second step is expected rate of return. Expected rate of return is 10%. And now third step, step number 3. In step number 3, we have to find out expected profit. Okay. Expected profit equals to capital employed multiply by expected rate of return. Okay. Now this capital employed. Capital employed is of rupees 3,50,000. Okay. Multiply by expected rate of return. Expected rate of return is 10%. Okay. This capital employed, we have in step number first, we have find out capital employed is of rupees 3,50,000. That amount is to be mentioned over here. Okay. Capital employed is of rupees 3,50,000. Multiply by expected rate of return. Expected rate of return is 10%. It means our expected profit will be 35,000. Okay, 35,000. Now our fourth step. Fourth step is to find out average profit. Okay, for average profit first year from 2014, 15, 15, 16 and 16, 17. A profit is of rupees for first year 2014, 15 profit is of rupees 80,000. For the year second year 2015, 16 profit is of rupees 70,000. And for third year 2016, 17 profit is of rupees 90,000. It means total profit is of rupees 2,40,000 rupees. Okay, total profit. Okay. Now we are going to find out average profit. Okay, average profit equals to total profit divided by number of years. Okay, total profit divided by number of years. Total profit is of rupees 2,40,000. Okay, total profit is of rupees 2,40,000 rupees divided by number of years. 1, 2, 3. Okay, total 3 years are there, divided by 3. Okay, it means our average profit is of rupees 80,000. Okay, average profit, our average profit is of rupees 80,000. Now, fifth step. In fifth step, you have to find out super profit. Okay? Super profit equals to average profit minus expected profit. It means when average profit is more than the expected profit, that is known as super profit. Okay? Now, super profit equals to average profit minus expected profit. Average profit is of rupees 80,000. Okay, minus expected profit. In step number 2 we have step number 3. Okay, in step number 3 we have find out expected profit. Expected profit is an amount of rupees 35,000. Okay, now deducting expected profit from average profit. Okay, we can able to find out super profit, and the super profit is an amount of rupees 45,000. Okay. Now, first step for capital employed, total assets minus total liability. Step number 2, expected rate of return. It is mentioned in the sum. Okay. Third step, expected profit, capital employed multiplied by expected rate of return. Fourth step, average profit, or it may be weighted average profit. Okay. Fourth step, average profit. Okay. Fifth step, super profit equals to average profit minus expected profit. Now, last step, step number 6 equals to goodwill. Okay, goodwill equals to super profit multiplied by number of years purchase. Okay. Last step, sixth number step is for goodwill. Goodwill equals to super profit multiplied by number of year purchase. Okay. Now super profit is of rupees 45,000 multiplied by number of year purchase. Okay. It is mentioned in the sum. Number of year purchase 3. Okay. Now multiply by super profit multiplied by number of year purchase. It means total amount is of rupees 1,35,000. Okay, 1,35,000. On the basis of super profit method, we can able to know goodwill. Okay, this formula, goodwill equals to super profit multiplied by number of year purchase. Fine. Okay. Now we are going to solve sum number 10 from the exercise. Goodwill as per capitalized average profit. Goodwill as per capitalized average profit method. Okay. Sum number 10 from the exercise. Okay. Same step number, particulars, amount in rupees. First step is to find out capital employed. Okay. Formula is same. Total assets minus total liability. Okay, total assets is of rupees 6 lakh and total liabilities is of rupees 1,70,000. Amount of liabilities deducted from amount of assets. It means total capital employed is of rupees 4,30,000 rupees. Okay. Second step is expected rate of return 10%. Okay. Now third step, weighted average profit method. Okay, it is mentioned in the sum that capitalized average profit on the basis of weighted average profit method. First year 2012, 13, 13, 14, 2014, 15, 2015, 16, 2016, 17. Then profit for first year. Profit is of rupees 45,000. For second year, profit is of rupees 50,000. For third year, profit is of rupees 65,000. For fourth year, profit is of rupees 75,000. For fifth year, profit is of rupees 90,000. Okay. Now, weight for first year 1, for second year 2, for third year 3, for fourth year 4. And for fifth year 5. Total weight is of 15. Now weighted profit. Weight multiplied by profit. Okay. weight multiplied by profit, we can able to find weighted profit, or we can able to know the weighted profit. For first year 45,000 multiplied by 1, 45,000. For second year 50,000 multiplied by 2, 1 lakh. For third year 65,000 multiplied by 3, okay, weighted profit 1,95,000. For fourth year 75,000 multiplied by 4, 3 lakh. For fifth year 90,000 multiplied by 4,50,000. Okay. Now total of weighted profit. Total of weighted profit is of rupees 10,90,000 rupees. Okay. Now weighted average profit equals to total weighted profit divided by total weight. Okay. Now total weighted profit divided by okay. Now total weighted average profit is okay 72,667. Okay, 72,667. Okay. Now fourth step is to find out capitalized profit. Capitalized profit equals to average profit divided by expected rate of return into 100. Okay. Now average profit is of rupees 72,667. Expected rate of return 10 multiplied by 100. Okay. Fine. Okay. Now fifth step, goodwill. Goodwill equals to fifth step. Goodwill equals to capitalized profit minus capital employed. Okay. Now capitalized profit is minus capital employed. Okay. Goodwill equals to capitalized profit minus capital employed. Our answer is 2,96,670 rupees. Fine. Okay. First step, capital employed, total assets minus total liability. Capital employed is of rupees 4,30,000. Second step is expected rate of return 10%. Third step is weighted average profit. Weighted average profit is of rupees 72,667. Okay. Then fourth step is to find out capitalized profit. Capitalized profit equals to average profit divided by expected rate of return multiplied by 100. Okay. Our capitalized profit is 7,26,670 rupees. Right. And the fifth step is to find the goodwill. Goodwill equals to capitalized profit 7,26,670 rupees minus capital employed 4,30,000 rupees. Okay. Our goodwill is of rupees 2,96,670 rupees. In today's session, we have completed our chapter number 3, valuation of goodwill. In next session, we are going to start our new chapter. Goodbye. Take care all of you.